Previously, on Chosen Ones, the group heads back to their respective cabins, Brandy and Theo discussing the oncoming physical changes the tiefling will be experiencing, while Avayath and Shui discuss the Asmer's relationship to Lemony. As the night continues on, Brandy has a nightmare where the world vanishes again, after Abaddon tears apart a strange book he's never seen before, with the name Logan Wolf written on it, the warlock unaware that he was just given his own name. Avayath and Shui go to talk to Essence, quickly realizing that she's been overtaken by Solari. Her body appears to not be able to handle the raw power of the sun goddess that was merged with her, slowly burning up with no clear sign how to stop it. Once the goddess starts demanding answers for why Brandy reached out to her about Winona, Shui manages to evade answering and exit the conversation. With just a bit of time left before the spa, our heroes wonder if relaxation will ever truly come.
From the same branch and leaves, wild and free, living here in harmony. Don't you see? This is where you want to be. When you leave, the world is never what it seems. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa.
Tonight is full moon, or is that tomorrow?
Tonight.
He leaves Solari's cabin and goes back to the pond, and he's like turns to Yaya and is like, "That went better than I thought it would."
I suppose so. Felt like a bit of a close call, but I guess we're fine at least.
Yeah.
He walks away and the back of his armor is just completely black.
It's just like melting.
A bit of a close call. He's like, can you not feel your skin anymore? Just wondering.
From bowing, his head was like pointed towards Solari, and his like helmet indents a little bit towards his head.
His helmet melted to the top of his armor. He can't take it off anymore.
I'm still kind of worried about what's going to happen to Essence if they really are like unmerging or something.
I'm worried about that too. I wish we could do something about this whole merging thing.
Did you see her arms? They were all burned.
Yeah, Did she say if she's doing that on purpose or not?
No, she said this body isn't lasting or something like that.
Oh, okay. I guess Avayath will be dumb enough to be like, I hope she stops doing that to Essence's body. It's kind of rude.
Yeah, it is rude, isn't it?
She's doing it on purpose.
Fucking rude ass.
But she said, never mind. He says, and looks away.
What? Shui? Is there something you're hiding from me?
No, well, she said that the demigod that's here is here because of her, right?
Yes, I believe that is what she said.
I didn't want to mention it because I know what she's done to you before.
I appreciate that, Shui. It's best if she stays here, because she can go a little out of control.
I'm kind of worried because if Solari's here and if Marfire's here, then even if we brought Winona out of the moon, wouldn't she be in danger?
That's what I'm worried about. That's why I figured it'd probably be safer to not take her out until we knew what we were doing.
He pouts a little bit. Yeah, I get it. But I still don't think it's fair that she has to stay in the moon forever.
I don't think it's fair either, but when it comes to the gods, I don't think we should meddle with their choices. That's not for us to handle. What? What's so funny?
Sorry, cold.
You got something to say, Punk?
Literally all that we've done this whole campaign. It's fine. We're literally going against the super god.
Imagine though if that had been the mindset of this entire game, where like things start happening and they're just like, we shouldn't.
We just shouldn't. Yeah, we totally haven't meddled with the Abergrim, or are gonna meddle with Lemony, or haven't been fucking around with Shui this whole time.
To be fair, they are meddling with you first, but yeah.
Yeah, or fucking now gonna start fucking around with Abaddon. Like, nah, we shouldn't meddle at all. We shouldn't fuck around with...
He's never went out of his way to fuck with the god.
He was literally gonna fight Nather and Verada above the city if he could.
Yeah, because he kind of had to defend them. The Winona's not the same.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I'll just take 2 gods. It'll be fine. I got this.
Avayath's like, I just got out of a huge fight. I'm wounded.
I just got done with a huge fight. We barely rested. I got this. Fuck
Come down and face me.
Literally.
Shui is just like, yeah, when I was back in Moonfoam, I never would have imagined that this was how the training was gonna turn out.
Me neither. Everything ended up being much bigger in scope than I was ready for.
He is quiet for a bit. Hey, Yaya, can I ask you a question?
Sure, you can ask me anything.
In that other world we were in, when I went away, and wasn't me anymore, was I scary?
I suppose in a way, but what was scariest about the whole situation is that at that point you weren't you.
I knew it. You're so fucking gay.
God damn it.
Sorry, that was really cute. Sorry, there's a car going by.
Vroom vroom.
Oh man.
Here comes Arthur.
It's Arthur and Merlin. They're pulling
He's
up
doing
in
donuts,
motorcycles.
he's doing donuts around the compound because he fucking saved
The
Merlin.
music changes to like some funky beat as they both appear with like helmets and dramatically take them off. And then
God.
grandson and grandma.
Guess who cured the chosen one?
Fuck yeah. Merlin's wearing a leather jacket. Arthur's wearing a leather snuggie. They look so cool.
She's like, I'm gonna go get ready for the hot springs, and gets back on the motorcycle. It blows in the wind. He's wearing nothing underneath.
God. I'm so sorry to ruin your very cute scene about like.
I was like, this has nothing to do with what's happening.
This always happens to Jay. I'm so sorry. It doesn't specifically happen to Avayath.
No, I'm sorry. No, that was very cute. I was hoping that I was literally going to tell you to say that because that shit's adorable. I'm glad that it came to mind. Keep going.
So the scariest thing was that it wasn't you, is what Avayath just said.
Yeah, and Avayath, I guess, would continue by saying, I do feel as if usually I can handle things on my own, but it's nice to have an ally. That's all.
He smiles at that and looks up at the sky. What time is it?
It's like in the middle of the day, probably getting close to dinner time.
Tonight's gonna be a full moon, right?
I've honestly lost track of time as of late, so I don't know.
If it is, that means I'll get to see Winona. Ooh, I should eat now.
Oh, good idea.
I never eat when I'm in the moon.
Maybe you could bring some food there.
What do you think Winona would like? Maybe I can bring her something.
Good question. I don't know. What do you want her to try?
He thinks. Something you made. Like the weird sandwiches.
Those? Well, I was thinking maybe something from like your home or something.
Oh.
Or something a little bit more sentimental than that.
Well, I don't want her to be upset with you because of what happened when we were there. And so maybe if she eats something tasty that you made, she'll forgive you or want to be your friend.
That's very nice of you, Shui. You don't have to do that for me. But it's up to you what you wanted to try.
Let's go see what they have.
Sure, let's do that.
Skitters off. Shui heads off to the dining cabin.
Did Brandy and Theo have anything that they wanted to do?
I'm gonna do Legend Wars, because, I have a list that I'm trying to just get through.
Is that gonna keep him in the cabin?
He wasn't planning on going anywhere to do it.
Cool. I was just wondering where it would be, because Theo would just lounge around with him in that case. He'll probably ask what he's doing.
Yeah, so he'll just hold his hand out for a second, kind of look at his palms, because they have those eyes still on them. Are they open or closed or whatever?
They are closed.
Okay. Yeah, he looks at his palms for a minute before he holds his hand out, and then will summon the book up after a while of silence to try and do it.
He probably will go up to him wherever he's sitting and just be like, "What are you up to?"
Kinda got stuff on my mind, I guess. I've been thinking about, a lot of stuff that's been going on lately. Just trying to get some answers out of some things.
Well, like what things?
Stuff's been coming up about the Magic Man. Specifically that phrase in the World Eater. And that's been, I don't know, something I want cleared up, I guess. I guess I could talk to him, or try to maybe, but maybe, I don't know, if I can get answers quickly without having to confront him or anything, that might be nice.
How are you feeling about the situation right now?
I don't know, honestly. It's, complicated, I guess. The feelings are mixed, and everything's all, nothing's as clear-cut as I was hoping it'd be,
Yeah, it seems like that, can happen pretty often.
It would have been nice if I could just say the Abergrim was as evil as I'd always thought he was after coming back, and the Magic Man is a benevolent fellow just trying to help me out, but I figured it probably ain't necessarily that clear cut.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's not exactly clear cut.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's all bad necessarily. It's nice to know that my existence isn't purely based on the whim of a purely evil being. So that's nice.
I'm sure that does alleviate some feelings about it.
Yeah, a bit.
Whatever you find out about the Magic Man and the Abergrim, I'll be here and for whatever you feel afterwards.
Thanks, darling. Oh, be here for you too. Are you doing alright?
Yeah, I'm okay right now. Resting is always, good.
Yeah, resting can, really help, especially right now, of all times.
Yeah, and I've been feeling kind of weak lately, so I want to try to get back in the swing of, things, and I just want you to know that I can be here for you without, freaking out.
I appreciate that. I just don't want to push you right now. As you know, everything is going on.
Yeah, but, everything's going on for you too, so...
It's alright, I'm used to it.
Well, I'll still be here, so let's see what, you have to find out with this.
Yeah, we'll see if I can do it. Give it a shot.
You can do it. I believe in you.
We'll try. Alright, Magic Man. Give me some answers.
Haha, I did it. 93.
And who are you looking up?
Magic Man.
Okay.
He's gonna show up. He's gonna appear in my room and be like, "What'd you want to know?" Nope, yep, here he comes.
No, he's not showing up. but I will give you his legend lore.
Huh. Poggers.
The Magic Man.
Look at the stars, you'll see me up there, among the crowd that continues to stare. So many eyes to appease in the sky, so many eyes very nearby. I keep them happy, I keep them at bay. The curtain won't fall while I run this play. Give it your all, give it your best. Put your heart on the line if it's not in your chest. But each day I grow weary, I forget what I teach. It's hard to keep up this act that I preach. But the show must go on. Without it, I'm through. I wish I still knew how it felt to be you.
Seems, he's a little disillusioned with whatever he's doing.
Yeah, sounds like he's, struggling as well.
A lot of eyes, huh?
Yeah, I imagine it's got to do with the audience, unfortunately. Do you know about that, the audience?
I don't think it's been mentioned to him.
I don't think so either, but I'm not sure.
I mean, if you want to do a history check to see if Zachary maybe mentioned it to you at some point, you were together for a long time.
I don't know if Zachary would tell Theo that.
That's also a good point. I was trying to come up with a reason for why he might know. I don't think he knows.
And even if he does,
Trauma.
so be it.
We can always just write it off as he forgot during the 100 days of trauma. So.
Literally though. So Theo just kind of gives a little hum and is like, no, I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. Audience?
The audience, they're like some weird being. They're actually, unfortunately...
Hey, he's gonna look at his palms. I bet those eyes are open now, huh?
Yep, they are.
Yep. He shows Theo.
They're what, caused this. I guess when I looked them up one day and, this is what came of that. So.
Oh.
Yeah. They're keeping an eye on me, I suppose.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's a bit unsettling, unfortunately, but not a whole lot I can do about that.
So what else do you know about the audience?
Well, judging by this, they don't necessarily seem the friendliest. Seems like the Magic Man's trying to keep them at bay, whatever that means. So, he's trying to put on a show for them, and I know that they're watching everything. It's because this whole thing's a show. This whole thing's a show to them, I guess. From what I understand, they're looking for a new main character of it all. This is all based on a conversation I had with the Magic Man and Arthur when we were trying to find y'all. Apparently Arthur used to be the main character and now they're sick of him. And now they want a new one.
Do you think that could be you?
I'd hope not, but...
I would hope not either, I mean, considering...
Unfortunately, from the sounds of it, it's gonna be one of us. Either me, you, Avayath, or Shui.
Okay, but it's fine.
I know,
it's fine.
I know.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I know, it's stressful. I had the same reaction when I found out about it. Being the main character of the world, or whatever the hell, is a lot.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Universe just don't want to give us a break, huh?
Yeah. If that's how the universe works, that's how it works, and we're part of it. But we're not gonna think about that right now. We're going to think about how we feel about this little thing that you got about the Magic Man.
It raises more questions than answers, I suppose. I could just talk to him. I'm pretty sure I could just go and see him if I wanted.
Would a being of his caliber be allowed to tell you?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure. He might just be willing to tell me. He's been pretty forthright with me throughout my knowing of him. I can't know for sure, obviously.
He just talks funny when he tells you things.
He just talks funny when he tells me things, but otherwise he's, he's generally pretty forthright with me.
Well, there's lots of interesting things in here. Something about, hearts and keeping up the act and the play and everything.
Yeah.
Look at the stars. You'll see me up there.
Yeah. Sounds like he might also be, trying to be a better person from the sounds of it. Also, that last line, I wish I still knew how it felt to be you. I imagine it means the royal you, like us as people. I sure as hell hope it does not mean me, and he's like a future version of me, because one, I get really skinny then, and two, I lose my accent, and I talk funny, and I look horrifying.
I torture
in an eldritch
myself.
sense.
That sounds
I
a
torture
character.
myself. That sound. You know what? The more I talk about it, it actually kind of sounds like that could be possible, but I assume that's not the case.
I'm talking about eyes. Well, I was warned when we were Zachary and I were in the dying timeline. I was alerted to tell him when the speckling's eyes changed color to blue, but red and yellow were okay. I don't know. Lots of eyes around here. I mean, if you remember way back when, the little eyes on me and the... What was it? It was a little robot man.
The astral golem.
Right.
Yeah, hard for me to forget about that experience.
By the way, I only know... There's this thing called robots in video games.
Oh, yeah? What the hell does that mean?
God. Oh, the culture shock.
Yeah, I imagine you probably saw quite a bit being that far into the future. Video games? The hell's that mean? It's a video.
They're games that you play on like a magical screen, basically.
That's interesting.
They were okay. I mean, they passed the time. I learned a lot through them about the future, I guess. Very violent.
They should have like some regulations on that or something.
Huh?
Okay, anyway, nothing. Go on.
Should put some regulations on that. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Brandy would be one of those dads. Brandy would be the one who's like, this game is too violent for my children. It's gonna teach them bad things.
Yeah, totally.
No, he totally doesn't encourage his children to be dumb.
Bastards.
I
Yeah,
was joking because Ripley said they should put regulations on it.
exactly.
I liked the casual farming games.
Of course you like fucking Farmville, you fucking dork.
Anyway, that brings me back. Feels like it's been forever since I thought about that. It definitely confused me at the time.
Yeah.
Still doesn't make too much sense.
Well, I don't want to panic you right now, actually. I think it's okay. We can get to... I might have some insight on that. I don't know how much, but I think I'm piecing some things together. We don't gotta think about it too hard right now.
Well, did you have anything else that you wanted to, look up?
I guess I got a few things that I've been thinking about. I mean, we've talked about the audience, talked about the Magic Man. I guess there's the whole reason he brought me here, which was the Black Heart, or I could look up the binding matter.
Roll a wisdom save.
Uh-oh. No, I said the bad thing.
Arthur specifically told him we can't talk about it when we're not in it.
Oh, Arthur did?
It's too late though, you already said it.
Oh, well, fuck me. I got a 26 though.
You would also have to roll a wisdom save for hearing it, though, Theo.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, you're a ranger, you're good.
20.
Oh, okay. So as you say that, the room around you, you feel like static in the air almost. Like your hair kind of stands on end and your ears just fill with static as you say it, almost as if the words that are coming out of your mouth are trying to be drowned out by this sound. But both of you managed to stay up and resist it. It felt like you were kind of like being pulled into unconsciousness for a moment, as Brandy said it out loud.
Oh.
What
Was
the
that-
fuck was that? Oh shit,
It
right.
wasn't just me.
Arthur told me not to fucking mention it. God damn it. I forgot.
Was it, I can't tell which...
It was the second thing I said.
Okay.
That makes this harder.
Well, what's... I guess I probably shouldn't ask about the, heart.
The heart's okay. That's what the magic man wants me to find. Apparently he lost it because Carmentis stole it or something.
If you look in here in the little, poem thing, it says something about a heart.
Yeah, a heart on the line if it's not in your chest. Sounds like it's...
So he's in danger.
Yeah, that's why he brought me back. I didn't know it at first, but because
He looks down at his palms.
the audience didn't want me to remember for some reason. Thought it'd be more interesting. Maybe.
They squint at you, and you get a sense of, like, humor.
Yeah, you think that's funny, huh? Alright.
Oh, they're...
I think they're real funny. Yeah, they didn't want me to remember, but he reminded me the first time I met him. Thankfully. So, and I got a few ideas of where it might be, but I don't know for sure. Like, part of me thinks it's in the Black Forest because they're mining those black sapphires out of them. And then the other place I'd imagine is the fucking capital because Larkspur's called the Everlasting Heart or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, a lot of heart motif going on there, but...
that's true. Both of those sound viable for whatever... You don't happen to know the power scale of this thing?
Oh, this thing is the source of where sparks come from.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, this thing makes sparks.
I thought the powerful people thing gave us the sparks.
No, they just activate them.
Oh.
This is where they come from. This thing.
And Zachary told you, or you talked about with Zachary, that it's like your soul.
Yeah, that's what he was thinking. He was like, but that's like your soul, though. Do souls, like, come from this?
I mean, I guess so.
The origin of souls? Or...
See, that's the thing too, though, is in the place that I cannot say
Okay.
for reasons. There were, it was like a weird, like, library in there. It had books in it.
Were they magical?
Yeah, I believe so. Arthur put y'all's books back on their shelves. It seemed like they were, keeping track of it, and it makes me wonder, like, if the Black Heart is what's making souls, and then does that place where they keep track of them? So those two are connected.
I don't know, but...
I mean, it is called the
What?
like, it is called the like, the...
He, like, puts his fingers together, like, connects them, like, the thing that, like, keeps it all together.
The no.
Okay, yeah. And what I said before, when I was in Arthur's lab with the book that wrote itself, but it was, like, from Merlin's perspective, it was very hard to read, actually. I could barely comprehend it, honestly.
Yeah, I imagine they wouldn't want you reading that. I mean, just now they made it so we couldn't hear the, sounds like they're trying to keep things under wraps.
Probably for a good reason.
I'd imagine, yeah, probably for a good reason.
Either way, so your mission from being brought back and everything, is to help the magic man against the audience, or just to entertain them?
No, I'm just supposed to get the heart and bring it back to its rightful place, I guess.
But if they made you forget it, it seems like they didn't want him to succeed.
You see one eye wink at you.
I mean, then the show might be over if I got it so quick. Is that the idea there?
Again, that like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like that like, that squint that like crinkles when you're like smiling kind of,
yeah, like a mischievous like smirk essentially.
Sounds like they want the show to last as long as possible, so they trying to keep me from finishing it too fast.
Very interesting, all of this.
Interesting is a way to put it, yeah.
And Brandy kind of stares at the book for a bit, like that he has in his hand still on the Magic Man's page. Just kind of stares at it for a while. And it's just like, you know, the whole ability here, this new one that I got after the not the Magic Man, the other fella, you know, the bad guy, reminded us all of his existence, of meeting the old super god and all that. I awoke this ability, and part of me feels like it's some kind of spark, which makes me nervous.
That would make not much sense.
Well, it wouldn't make much sense until you consider my life. Formerly, I was very connected to Aelia, and I was able to survive in that place with Arthur. We just found out recently I don't need to eat, don't need to drink, don't need to breathe. I could survive in that place. So I'm a little concerned. There's something that is rolling around in my head that I don't want to say out loud because it's scary to think about.
No matter what's happened to you or hasn't, I don't want to think the worst, of course. Whatever it is, it's concerning. If you want to learn more about it, I'll be there for you. I don't want to keep freaking out on you.
I appreciate that. I do eventually want to learn and figure it out, because I don't think it's a good idea to hide from it. But I don't know that we gotta do it all so fast. I don't think we have to do it all at once. I'd like a break.
I think we all would.
Yeah.
Speaking of a break, maybe you could go get something to eat?
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt.
I know you don't have to, I guess, but maybe it's comforting?
Yeah, that might help.
Okay, let's go then.
Yeah.
And he'll stare at the book for a minute longer, thinking for a second, and then also thinking back to like when he was, with the Magic Man and was looking through people's lives that he'd ruined at some point and thinking like, that seems like something that being in this place would be able to do. Cool. He just starts having a panic attack in his head, but like keeps it under wraps and gets up with Theo and just smiles, makes the book disappear. As they're walking, he'll just be like, this whole universe thing seems like it's got a real big plan for us, I guess, but I have found a bit of comfort in it all, thankfully. It seems like in every, at least timeline that I've been to, things usually work out when you and I are brought together. I think we'll be okay.
Well, I was about to say, no matter if our purposes are big or small, as long as I'm with you, I'm happy.
Yeah, me too. I think it'll be alright. It's funny, Arthur and I had a conversation in the place about how, strange enough, things seem to go better for the world when I pop back into it. And in every world, I seem to find my way to you, and that's I don't know. That's nice. It's comforting to know that.
Definitely comforting.
It seems like the two of us are a little bit more connected than we might have thought.
Well, I would say so. And I can't remember if he did this today yet. So he'll like hold Brandy's hand and then a little red thread go through them.
Oh.
Adorable. He will squeeze Theo's hand, put his hand in his pocket where he has the seed, and then just like hold onto it as they're walking.
God, I want to know.
I will say you do feel that seed kind of like wriggling in your hand.
Wriggling? Like in what way?
Has anything happened to it so far that I've told you about?
It sprouted a little bit before, like when Theo gave it to me.
It's like that, yeah. That like sense of like vines kind of reaching out.
Interesting.
Or not vines, I guess roots.
I'm gonna pretend that doesn't bother me and keep walking.
Yeah.
Thank you to our high-tier patrons, Dion Miranda, Zab, Levi Rose, Arkeus Druid, The Hat Man, Charles, Jessica Long, Z, and Mr. Bakudan, as well as our Kickstarter backers for this season. Make sure to like the episode and leave a comment. And if you haven't already, go back to episode 1 and leave a comment and a like there. The algorithm game is a tough one to beat, and we appreciate all of you who have helped us try. And also, stick around for the blooper that's about to play. But until next time, we'll see you soon, fellow Sparks. Thank you for listening.
Now recording.
You did
Okay,
it,
Craig.
Craig.
You did it.
I'm proud of you.
You need to
did
get
it.
it under control, Craig.
He said now.
Craig, for fuck's sake.
Now recording.
Now recorded.
Now.
Is he still recording? What he doing?
He's existing right now.
He's doing what he wants.
He's
a free
trying his
country.
best.
He's okay. It's
I
okay.
like him. He's funny. He's a funny man. Craig, you so funny.
That's how I feel about Avayath.
Avayath, you so funny.
Funny
So you're-
boy.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh gosh.
Now recording.
Jesus fucking Christ, Craig! Get it together!
Now recording.
You bitch! Just fucking kick him, Cassie. Just fucking kick his ass. I'm sick of this. This is gonna be too distracting. This is the whole fucking game.
I like how you were like, I like Craig, and now you're just like, fuck him, get rid of him.
We'll let it go one more time. Well, because I destroyed him, and we'll see if he's okay.
I destroyed him. I'll fucking destroy him.
I
If he
think
keeps this
okay.
shit up.
I'll kick him.
Remove
Hold
him.
on.
Delete him.
No one's recording. Get fuck up. No one's allowed.
Nobody let your recordings fuck up. This is important. Oh my god.
Okay.
Morning soon, the light dims fast here. Should we go outside again one more day, my dear? Why don't we just stay as the familiar fades away? Things are the same day by day. What are you waiting for, darling? What are you running from, stranger? Where are you hiding now? Don't you waste this chance. Do we have time for this, dear friend? How could we ever run out now? All that we have is this moment. Let's make time. for the end of this story. Time for the start of our new life. Time for us all to come back for fate's last encore. Where we find out what this all means. It means a lot that you're here now. Let's make the most of this, shall we? We have time.